Hey all, we'll see how to federate a node in this class. Federating means we would be federating application server to deployment manager. And I just like to inform a couple of points. In this class, I would be going little slow. So if anyone is new to WebSphere, for them it would be good for them. And please listen to the complete class. I would be providing some valuable information if someone is new to WebSphere. And so the whole thing now, what I'm going to say, we would be federating node. So in other terms, we would be integrating application server and deployment manager. In simple terms, I can say we are federating profiles. We are integrating profiles. And if you did see my previous class, you would be seeing there are different kinds of profiles. So the major kind of profiles in the real time are I'll show them. Yeah, so the major kinds of profiles in the real time, you would be seeing application server and deployment manager profiles. So in our previous class, we have discussed what are these profiles are. In short terms, in English terms, we can say profiles are used to manage WebSphere environment or to configure applications. We will use profiles. So in short, these can be used to either manage or to configure applications. So these are the two purposes of the profiles. And here the trick is, so there is one kind of profile which is used only to manage a WebSphere environment, and that is called deployment manager. So deployment manager is used only to manage your WebSphere environment, and application server profile is a profile where we deploy our applications. So here in this class, we are just going to integrate these two profiles, application server profile and deployment manager profile. So we would be integrating these profiles, and yeah, the technical term can be called as federation. So we are federating a node. So the technical terms are called federating node, all those things. Okay. Um, so let us go step by step. So the first point, so let us open deployment manager, and well, here it's being my development environment. I'm having multiple profiles, but in your real time, you would be having single profile in one host. So you may have only one profile like this dmjar01. Excuse me. So yes, so this is a deployment manager profile. So let us start the service first. The command used to start deployment manager is start manager. So I'm starting this service. Then we log into that admin console. And to save time parallelly, let me start the other profile which I want to federate. So I want to federate this profile. This is application server profile. So let me start this profile as well. So I have created with default settings, and so I know the JVM name. So I'm using this command. So this is a command to start your application server, and I'm going to the profile root, and then from there I'm using start server, and I'm giving the JVM name. So this is the default JVM name of this profile. So yeah, so start server is used to start application server profile. Start manager is used to start your deployment manager. So once they are up, we'll log into their admin consoles, and we'll discuss about federation. And to give you a little bit more details, so right now these two profiles are separate. There is no connection in between, so that's why we are having two admin consoles. So, and to start with our basic point again, so application so there is one kind of profile, that is deployment manager profile. With this profile you can manage your environment. So after integrating our application server and deployment manager profile, you won't be having admin console for this application server, so you will be managing this profile with your deployment manager. So if I talk in the files format, so here I'm integrating these two profiles, DMGR01 and app SRV04. So right now their admin consoles are different. So once you integrate, you would be having only a deployment manager admin console. So you can manage this profile with deployment manager admin console. So there are many features. If you federate, you can federate. The main feature is you can federate multiple profiles. Say I'm having this and these two profiles integrated with this DMGR01. So yeah, so the moment I started saying two profiles means you can have many features. So there is something called clustering concept. I mean, uh, in short terms, what I can say is you can deploy application in these two servers as two servers, that is after making cluster. And to explain short, if one server goes down, your application won't go down. So your application can be managed using the other server. So I mean, there is something feature called high availability. So if you deploy a single application in multiple servers, your application would be highly available. So you can federate multiple profiles, and you can deploy your application on these servers. So that's what I want to highlight. Again, even apart from high availability, even load balancing. So the load can be balanced across the federated nodes after federating. So these are the features, so that's fine. All those things would be repeated in the next sessions. So right now let us come back to our class. So these services. Okay. So right now deployment manager is started. So let us open its admin console. You can go to the logs, and you can check this profile configuration in this file, and its admin console port is 9061. Yep, 9061. This is the syntax to access your admin console. In your real time, in the place of localhost, you should keep the host in which your deployment manager is installed. So, so right now, since I'm accessing from the same system localhost, and application server is still starting. Fine, it's started as well. So yeah, once this page comes up, we'll access the application server admin console as well. So this is the admin console of deployment manager. So yeah, at the very beginning we have discussed, so deployment manager is used to manage your environment. So obviously it will have more features. So in short, yeah, it will have a feature something like clusters, and yeah, you will see many other new tabs here. So this is the admin console of deployment manager. So once you federate your nodes, you can manage your environment with this admin console. And so now let us open admin console of the other profile. So we were discussing so I would be federating this app srv04 to dmgr01. So let us access this profile admin console as well. I'm sorry. So we have already started. I'm checking the admin console. console port, it is 9067. Yeah, yeah. So right now we could access admin consoles of both the profile. So once you federate, you won't be able to access admin console of this profile because you can manage with this deployment manager admin console. Okay, so these are, and here in the application server you won't see many features here like clustering, all those things. So you can, because you this with this profile you cannot manage your complete environment. So only with this profile you can manage only this profile. I mean, with this admin console you can manage only this profile. So whereas a deployment manager you would be having many features. So after federation you can manage your federated nodes. So those things we'll see after federation. So let me close this admin console and let me stop and explain you. Okay, so there is a command to federate application server to deployment manager. The command is add node, and the syntax is this. You should know the host name of DMGR. I mean, host name means where the DMGR is installed, and excuse me, and you should know the soap port of DMGR. And if you want, you can include apps, and you should include your existing profile name. So this is the command to use to federate application server to deployment manager. Again, so the prerequisites are, so you should stop, better you stop your application server. So the prerequisites are, stop, okay, so you need to stop the application server which you want to federate, and you need to run the command from profile root. So I'll go through this second step again. So the first step, stopping the application server. Yes, I have done it. I have stopped the server. So this is a profile which we want to federate, and I have stopped the server. And so let us prepare the command. So let us prepare the command. So the command should be similar like above. I'll prepare here. Okay. So host name of DMGR. I'm having everything in my system. So let me copy the host name. Okay, host name of DMGR and support of DMGR. So let us log into the profiles DMGR logs. So we have discussed earlier, this is one of the important log file at which you can know the details, configuration details of the profile. So here soap port, management soap port connection port. Yep, so this is a support of this DMGR, and well, you can get other port details like admin console and profile name, all these things here. So this is a soap port I found in the logs at about this profile log file. Okay, so port of DMGR. I don't want to take much time right now. So if I don't want to include apps which are there in the profile, because anyways after federation I can deploy the applications in that node. So I don't want to include any existing apps, so I'm removing this option. I'm removing this option. And then profile name, so I should give the profile name. Well, before that I should even mention connection type. So the connection type is SOAP port. Yeah, so this is the syntax. Okay, I should mention the connection type, because we are using the SOAP port to connect to deployment manager. So we have to state which connection type we are using. So I stated that. And then profile name. Well, I can go to this. So I want to federate this profile. Logs. I want this profile. Here you can see the profile name. So this is a profile name. Profile name. So let me give the profile name. Okay, so this is a command. Add node is used to federate application servers to deployment manager, and this is a host name, and this is a SOAP port number. I'm using SOAP port to federate, and this is a profile name which I want to federate to deployment manager. So I need to run this command from the profile root. So run from the profile which you want to federate. So run from application server profile root. I mean, not from deployment manager profile root. So you should run the command from application server profile root. So fine. So let us run the command. So so the prerequisites are, I have stopped the profile, and we are here. We are in the profile. Sorry. So we are in the profile root. So let me paste the command. Seems like some miss. It's not getting copied. Strange. Fine. So yeah, we are running the command from profile root, and this profile is stopped. So we are running from application server profile root, not from deployment manager. So well, and nothing. Everything is same. I just made some adjustments to keep add node dot bat with extension. So nothing. I like here dot bat. Extension is not there, so I just edited that. Fine. So let us execute the command. Fine. We are executing. So let us see the output. Well, it will explain you now. So there would be some process going on while federating. The file structure would be modified. So how? So right now we are federating these two profiles. Um, and we know that we would be managing WebSphere environment through deployment manager. So this DMGR, this is deployment manager. So DMGR01 should have all the details of APPSR SRv04. Yeah. So the files would be synchronized after federation, and there would be extra service created after federation. So let this federation go on, and parallelly I'll explain the concepts. So So what I'm saying, a service will be created during federation. So I can say after federation, a service will be created, and that service is called a node agent. So after federation, node agent service will be created, but we have received an error. So let us see what it is. Okay, string cannot create a soap to the connect host at port 80. So let me check that. So we have kept wrong port. There are multiple profiles in my system. So sorry for that. I have copied wrong port, and okay, I'm keeping the correct soap port now. So there are multiple profiles. I have copied a wrong profile port earlier. So that's fine. I have edited the profile port now. So this error it has clearly showed here. Soap connector, and it says yeah, that's what based on this error I figured out there could be issue with the soap port. So I have added the correct soap port of our deployment manager. So let me use the command. Fine. Okay, so let it run and let us come back to our concept. So what I'm saying, after federation, a service will be created. Yeah, that service name is called node agent. So in short, we can say this node agent helps for the connection between application server and deployment manager. So if we say if we see physically, yeah. So the connection between node agent service is the main service which helps for the communication between these two services. So here the condition is to have the successful integration, the node agent service should be definitely running. So a new service would be added after federation, and that service be should be in the up. I mean, should be running, so that then only your application server would be under running state. I mean, health status would be up only if that new service which has been created is up. Maybe I'll repeat again. So after federation, a node agent service will be created, and node agent service should be running in order to maintain your application server status to be running. Fine. So to maintain the health status as green, the node agent service should be up. So it is still creating. So let me revise whatever we have done so far. So about the services part, maybe I'll take a new notepad. So about services. So earlier we have in the very first we have started our deployment manager. So the command used to run deployment manager is start manager. Well, and then we have started our application server. So we have started our application server profile using this command, and this server, this name, I can say as a JVM name. So I ran this command from profile root, and from deployment manager profile root and application server profile root. Well, you can run these commands from VAS root. Maybe I'll discuss later on how to start services through VAS root. So that's fine. So I ran these commands from profile root, and to make you more clear, this is VAS route. Till here it is VAS route, and technical terms like you can technically till this path it is called VAS route. And once you go into any profile, once you go into any profile, so till there it is called as profile route. Okay, so we use these commands to start our server. So now the next part is, I said a new service will be created, that is node agent. So to start, and I said that service should be running, then only your server would you can bring it up, then only your application server can be up. And so that's to start that service. The command is called start node. So you can start the service using start node. And so if you want to start your JVM now, I mean your application server, you need to start this service first, then only you can bring your application server, then only you can bring up your application server. And in the companies, right, you should not get confused. So the application server can be called as JVM, or they may call it as server, they may call it as cluster member. So depending on your organization, you can use the terms which are used as per their convenience. So this application server can be called as JVM as well in the real time, and you should not get confused. So application server can be called as JVM. And so deployment manager, they don't say deployment manager. Sometimes they'll simply say admin console is down. So when they say admin console is down, obviously your deployment manager service could be down. So you should not get confused with such kind of technical terms in the office. Okay. And okay, so here the federation is still going on. Synchronization between node and cell. Okay. So let this federation go on. Parallelly, I'll discuss some more technical things. So right now we are federating with this deployment manager, but I have already some other deployment manager in which I have done some federations. So the file structure which will take place is at the config file. So you may remember this config folder. In the config folder you would find something called cells, and you would have initially you would find the cell folder of your DMGR. Once you go inside that, you would find something called nodes. So the three folders which are very important right now to remember are well, we have discussed about profile root. Till here it is profile root, excuse me, and then you should go to config and then cell folder. So suddenly someone may say cell folder, we'll discuss later in detail. So in the cell folder, then we are navigating through nodes. So why I'm saying all this is when you say about nodes, I mean federating node, the technical terms IBM used are nodes. Like when you federate application server to deployment manager, the IBM started using nodes. And yeah, these nodes are nothing but application servers, JVMs, all those things. Okay, so why I'm saying is once you go into these nodes, here you can see all the federated nodes. So here you would see all the files, the same application server file structure of your federated node. So once you go here, you can see the federated nodes, and so you can go to the file structure of that particular node. That's fine, you can go into depth later. That's fine. So what I want to say is, so after federation, the complete file structure of the required file structure of your application server would be synchronized to this path. So from here again you can access your individual federated node. So fine. So the whole point is, after federation, the file structure of your application server would be synchronized to this path. So you can remember this. So in the real time they may just say no, go to the nodes file structure, go to the sales file structure. So it's better to remember this path. So till here it is profile root. So till here it is profile root. Then yeah, this is a cell folder, and this is a nodes folder. Okay. So these are the changes here. So the changes would take place in the file structure, and so even a new service would be created. So these are the major changes happens during federation. Well, so the federation is successfully completed. So always it's being a production environment. It's always better to restart, but to save some time, I'm not restarting any service as of now. So let us access our admin console and see what are the changes it took place. If we face any issues, then I'll take some time and I'll restart the services. So let us come back directly to the subject. So servers, server types, application servers. So this is the admin console. So what I want to say is, so this is the deployment manager admin console in the real time. Yes, people do say only as admin console. So here, if you did recognize earlier, there was only one node. I mean that I have federated earlier. So right now we have federated this profile. I mean now we can say this as JVM. We can say server. We can say application server. So node. So for our class, we'll start using it as node. So we have just federated this node, and I was discussing about file structure. So you can say here node name, and if you so we have federated this profile. So config cell name nodes. Yeah, so this is a node name. Yeah, desktop node 04. Yeah, node 04. Yeah, so we have federated this node, and now you can manage your environment through single admin console. I have multiple nodes federated, so I can manage. If I want, I can add many nodes, and I can manage complete environment with this single admin console. And the major advantage is, as I said, you can create cluster. I mean, now I'm having two nodes federated. I can group them and I can make as a cluster. Again, we have separate classes for cluster. So those things we'll discuss in the next class. What are the benefits of clusters? So okay, yeah, we'll go into depth in the next class. So right now, what are the major changes happen? So this is a one change. You can manage your application servers after federation, and anyways what are the file structure changes took place. And I said there is a new service created. I said node agent service would be created. You can see from here also through admin console. So this is a node agent service created, and it is already up. So during federation, yes, this service will be up. And here the small technique here, you can see you have option to stop, but you don't have option to start. You do have to restart. Restart can be happen once it is up. Already, once it is already up, you can restart. So once it goes down, we cannot start from admin console. So let me do that. So show that practically. So there is one more node here. If I click on here, and there is no option to start. So in short, you can start your node agent only through command prompt, and the command used to start your node agent is start node. So just using this command, you can start your node agent. And so I said, so this node agent should be up to bring your servers as up. So there is already one more node existing here, and its corresponding node agent is down. So let us start this service. Try to start this service first and see the error message, and then try to start this service. So the starting process is, if you want to bring any application server, any federated node, I'm using different terms for the same thing. Application server, node, JVM, all these three are same. I repeat, application server, JVM, and node, all these are same. Okay, fine. So if I want to bring any of your JVM up, so as I said, first you should check your node agent. So if your node agent is up, then only you can start your JVM. So fine. Let me try to start first this federated node. I'm trying to start using admin console now. Server cannot be started because the node agent for is not active. You can clearly see the message. It is showing the corresponding node agent is down, so that's why we are not able to start. So to bring this service up, I should go to this profile root and I should start. And I said node agent cannot be started through deployment manager. So let me go to that path. 01 and I said the command used to start node agent is start node. So let this node agent come up, then we'll start the JVM. So let us go to the next topic. So we are in the process to start this service. Since we have seen the error message, node agent is down, we are starting the node agent. Now let us try to start this JVM. So earlier, if you did remember, we have used the command start server to start your JVM. So that is before federation. Well, even now you can start your server using your command using your terminal, but you can start the service using admin console as well. So let us try to start using admin console start. So you can start your server using admin console or terminal, and but for node agent, if you have to start, if you want to bring the service up, I mean if you want to start the node agent, you can start only through terminal. So I repeat, so node agent can be started only using terminal. And yeah, so now we have brought the service up. Okay, so I repeat, so I have so physically, if you see, I had these two profiles. So earlier I was having separate admin consoles for them, and I have federated application server to deployment manager, and yeah, one after federation, yeah, this is admin console of deployment manager. So after federation, yes, you can see the server federated nodes here, and I can manage now the federated node through admin console, through deployment manager admin console. There would be many features, those things we'll see in the next classes. And here we have seen the file structure, changes of file structure took place, and even we have seen the service which is created, that is node agent, and even we have discussed node agent can be started only through command prompt. And earlier, if you did remember, we have started the node agent of this server, and so let us bring that up as well. Now we will not get error because we have started node agent, so this service will be started. Okay, so I repeat, we have federated application server to deployment manager. So during federation we have seen the file structure changes, and we have seen the newly created service, that is node agent service. And now we know the commands to start node agent, JVM, and deployment manager. And yeah, so this is about our little architecture for the time being, and we'll cover few more things in the next classes. And yeah, so little valuable information which I want to give you is, you can find my complete course in the YouTube. I mean complete WebSphere Application Server administration course in the YouTube. You can just type Praveen WebSphere. Yeah, you can just type Praveen WebSphere in the YouTube. Yeah, you will get that's me. So you will get my channel, and so once you go into my channel, you can navigate to the playlists. So in the playlists, I would suggest well, I'll go. Yep. So I would suggest you to watch WebSphere Application Server Administration course. So there are around 21
Hey
videos.
all,
They are pretty short and so they are pretty short and clear, except today's session. So they are pretty short and clear, and they are. I have explained practical points. I mean, how to do the details which are related to configuration. Theory I did not cover. Only today's class is a little bit lengthy, and I just explained points again and again. But all the classes in my course, they are short and clear, point to point. So it's good if you want to learn something on practical side. And yeah, so you can go through my course and you can learn. You can see right from configuration, right from beginning to end, how to manage your WebSphere environment. And if you like this video, please click on thumbs up, and so that anyone who want to learn WebSphere, they'll come to know about this video, and they can learn as well. So please, if you like this video, don't forget to click on thumbs up, and subscription really helps us, encourages us to create more videos. And if you are really interested in my videos, please subscribe to my channel, so that it would really encourage me to create more videos. Thanks for watching this video. All the best. Thanks. Bye bye.